Good morning. It is Sunday, October 21st, and welcome to 15 Minutes of Fierce with Lisa Copeland. Oh my gosh, y'all, I feel so much better today than I did yesterday morning. I was tired, and plus I had a house full of about 20 people. Well, good morning, Sunday morning, and look at you guys. All right, who's on already? Subaru Steve, my friend, Chantal from Canada, Sean, Michael Brown, Paul, good morning. I'll tell you what, guys, this has been the best thing I've ever done for myself, and I hope it's the best thing you've ever done for yourself. Greg, how are you? Good morning. Laura, I'm glad you're here. Just making myself get up, be accountable every single morning. And I told you guys we had a party at our house tonight or 2 nights ago, and so we had about 20 people. They had all driven in from out of town. It was a surprise party for my husband, and they were sleeping on the couch and downstairs, and like we had people everywhere. And everybody was like, I can't believe you really do this show. And a good friend of mine who was sleeping on the couch, which I've got to walk through from my bedroom to get into my office, he's like, I thought, Copeland, somehow you were tricking technology, that you weren't really live every single morning, but now I can testify. And I was like, Phil, I'm not that smart. You know I'm not that good at technology. So anyways, Frank Lopes, good morning to my younger brother. Okay, so you guys know we have been talking about outwitting the devil. And the book that changed my life personally. And why did it change my life? Because it changed my thinking. I realized that as somebody who's been fairly successful in life, I had a lot of limiting beliefs. And the only person that could push past those limiting beliefs were me. Anthony, good morning. Nigel, the best note taker in the world. So what are the limiting beliefs? So we've spent the last few days talking about the 7 principles that Hill talks about in the book, Outwitting the Devil, on how to get unstuck. How do you get unstuck? And so today we're going to talk about principle number 3, and I want you guys to participate with me. Principle number 3 is learning from adversity. God, haven't we all been there? You guys write down, tell me what you have been there. Oh, Daj, you said that you love the book. Good morning. Haven't we all been in the fire? We've all been in the fire. And you know what they say, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's what learning from adversity is. So today I'm going to give you 5 takeaways about how to push through the adversity and come out on the other side. You guys, let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on with you guys this morning. Daj loves the book. Tony, good morning, Tony. Frank Lopes, you are up this morning. I love that. Frank is so good. A lot of times he catches the replay and sends me the brother show notes, which I love you for, by the way. So if you're out there this morning, good morning. It's Lisa Copeland. It's Sunday, October 21st, and we're talking about today learning from adversity. How do you push through when it seems like the whole world's coming at you? Or maybe you've stubbed your toe, or maybe, you're just stuck. I hope that you guys find really great value in this show. And I said from the beginning that I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to do the work, and I wanted to hold myself accountable. And you guys are doing a great job of that. So if you like this show, if you will share it, like it, send it out, leave comments, let me know you were here, because I try to get back and answer any questions or comments you guys have, because I appreciate you getting up every morning and spending this time with me. Anthony, it looks like Anthony and Frank are having a little love affair here. They love each other. Love you, bro. And thank you, Laura, for loving the show. So let's dig in. How do we learn from adversity? Well, the first thing, you guys ever see me looking down, it's because I really do. I want you guys to see this. Like, I'm not reading from someone else's playbook. I'm reading from my own playbook. So let's just see what Subaru Steve says here real quick. Adversity, changing my mindset that selling cars isn't being a shark. No, it's keeping America moving forward. However, it's much more in being a person, a business that truly wants to help others offer an amazing and more memorable experience to the buyer. Yes. Tony says, building relationships. Daj says, I've pushed through negative people by eliminating them from my life. Thank you very much. Cut them out of your life. But how? What we're going to talk about today is how do we learn from adversity? And the quote I've got originally is, what I believe is that being comfortable will never get you where you dream about being. Being comfortable will never get you to where you dream about being. And people wonder in life, how come some people roll around on a $50 million jet? And how come some people, have to take the bus everywhere they go. There's a couple of leveling factors in life that I really believe. Number one, we're all given the same amount of time. We are. And then, but what we're not all given is the same amount of drive, of that instinct of I want more, I want to be more, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So where do you fall on that spectrum? Do you fall on the spectrum where, all out, I want the jet, I want the life, I want the whatever? Or do you fall into the spectrum of, you know what? That's for somebody else. I don't deserve to have those things. I don't know how to get those things. I don't know. I mean, just to me, it's a mindset. I do not have a $50 million jet. I would love to have one someday, but that is not my driving factor. My driving factor is to leave the best legacy that I can leave. Because I believe your legacy is not your everyday story, but it's your end of life story. What do you guys have to say about that? Anthony, I find value in everything you provide us, Lisa. Oh, I love Anthony. Nigel, 5 takeaways from learning on adversity. Scotty Reese says, good morning. Scotty, this is bad. You live in Austin, Texas, so we have yet to get together on our home soil. Okay, so being comfortable will never get you where you dream about being. Number 2, you can't change it, but you can learn from it. Okay, it happens to the best of us. We stub our toe, something happens. So you usually cannot change the event, but you can learn about it. Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So, so many times people will forgive stubbing your toe if you come forward, you admit it, you learn from it, and you don't do it again, right? Tony, what do you have to say about that? Be an everythingologist. Do everything for your client, create loyalty, and get fans. Dodge, we have to step outside of our comfort zone and make bold moves. Amen, sister. Comfort zone keeps everyone in mediocrity. Get out. Yeah. Do you see my book back there? We have a whole chapter on exiting your comfort zone. All right. Number 3, it's time to pause and reset. So when we're sitting in our worst days, our darkest days, right? That's a really great time in life to just hit the pause button. Just hit the pause button. Think about what you're going to do and then think about your reset strategy. What are you going to do? Versus hiding from it, versus letting it get you stuck, versus being ashamed of it, versus, not dealing with it. Hit the pause button. Find your tribe, find people that you trust immensely, bring them in and have what I call a tribe council meeting and have them help you push through it. Have them help you set the pause button, have them help you, find a reset plan. You guys tell me what you think about that out there. Who out there has ever had to pause, reset, but has come out better for it? Trendy, good morning, Chantal. Yes, hit the pause button. Anthony, everyone on here is at the top of their game. Here early on Sunday morning. I love it. Yes. Paul says, yes, hit the pause. Hit the pause and reset. Greg says, yes, time to pause. Get phone alarm. Get phone alarm during the middle of the day and stop and think about to refocus if necessary. I think that's a great idea. My mother-in-law does that. She's got a phone alarm and and she has it set for every hour for like 8 hours a day. And it makes her stop and remind to pray for people. I think is really sweet. So every time that alarm goes off, I know that she's just taking a moment to pause and just pray for the world and pray for people, and anyways, there's lots of different ways just to sometimes just set and pause and reset. Critical of this crazy world we live in. Number 4, get time to re-examine your life and write a new plan. So learning from adversity, sometimes adversity is the best thing that can happen to us because it really does make us look at what we're doing through a different lens. And maybe we needed to have that different lens. And then it gives us the ability to reset and write a new plan. And if you guys notice, I'm always trying to give you the graceful way through things, right? That's what Outwitting the Devil is about. It's not about beating ourselves up. It isn't about being stuck. It's about how do you push through? How do you get through when you think there is no hope, that I don't have any friends, I don't have a tribe, I've made a mistake, I'm ashamed, I'm afraid. How do we get through? And that's what my show is about. I don't want it to be about negative stuff. I want it to be about how to help each other. How to help each other get unstuck and push through. How to be fierce. What is it to be fierce? It's to be fearless. It's to take initiative. It's to be engaged. It is to be relentless. It's to crush approval addiction. that is, and then to absolutely to execute on all those plans. And today your execution might just be to hit the pause button, and reset your goals, reset your focus. That's what I want to help you do. I've had to do it a lot of times in life. A lot of times. None of us out there are immune to stubbing our toes or making mistakes. It's how we handle the adversity. It's how we get through it on the other side is what will define us. What do you guys say about that? Man, I feel like it's a Sunday and I'm preaching. Okay, Dodge, I love the pause and reset. Tony, stay the course. Trendy. I'm just really loving the name Trendy. I've never seen it before. I'm obsessed with it. I like I like that with a new plan. Laura Forrester, thumbs up. Anthony, you can't change the past. You can only do what you do with the present and make it a better day or make it better for your future. That's right. For those of you out there who just feel like that, you're stuck and you can't push through it. You've got a tribe right here that we will help you every morning. Send me a note, whatever. I mean, again, I want to help everybody be the best that they can be. I mean, we only have one time around this planet, and I consider it a supreme honor to do it with all of you that would get up every single morning. So I hope that if you find value in this show and the things that we talk about, that you'll like it, that you'll comment, that you'll share it. You know, again, this is all about positive motivation. And the thing that I think all of us have in common is that we all want to leave. And I think every person on this planet, I think we want to leave a great legacy. And so many times people think that your legacy is what happens when your best friend is reading it at your funeral, is reading, your eulogy. And it's funny, I always do the wrong side. It's funny, that book back there, Crushing Mediocrity, one of my best friends in the entire world, and I wrote the book because we didn't want someone else screwing up our legacy, right? Once you write a book, then it's hard for people to screw it up. But your legacy is not your end of life story. I don't want you to wait until the end of your life for someone else to read it. It's your everyday story. And what the good news is? You can change it. You can reset. You can pause. You can start it all over again. You can wake up this morning. You can throw a stake in the ground and say, you know what? I'm gonna reset. And today's the first day of the rest of my life. I don't want you guys to live in the past. I don't want you to live in fear. I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to pay today for yesterday's mistakes, because they're learning opportunities. That's what Hill talks about in these principles. It's learning from adversity, not living with adversity, not letting adversity define who you are. That was yesterday. And if you learned and you moved on, you really are better for it today. I believe that to the end of my soul. Let's see what you guys are saying out there. I have a hard time with this new Mac computer. Okay. Anthony said, I wrote that above quote in 2001. Well, now I got to go back and find the above quote. When I had to hit the reset button due to a broken engagement that hurt me. I still have that framed in my living room. Okay, Anthony, I'm so bad at going up and looking. Will you repost it for us, please? Paul, awesome book. I bought it while you were talking to us in the showroom. Oh, thank you. That must be my book, Crushing Mediocrity. So, Paul, I'm going to bet you're working, where have I been lately? Freedom Auto Group and Paragon Honda. So I'm not sure which one you're at, but I'll check it out afterwards. Cheers. Rich, love it. Today's the first day of the rest of my life. It is, Rich. So whatever happened yesterday, it was just a learning opportunity. You hit the reset button the minute you woke up this morning and you took a breath. My dad used to say, I used to call him, Dad, how you doing today? He goes, kid, I'm vertical. And after he died, that meant so much to me. If we're vertical, if we still have one more breath to take, we can fix, we can recover from adversity, we can learn from it. And it does not have to define you. I'm telling you, it just makes your life a little more interesting. Let's see, Paul, nice to learn from adversity. Don't live with adversity. Oh, Paul, that's good. How do you buy it? Trendy, the book is on Amazon, amazon.com. I'll put up a link. Laura, we're hitting the reset button right now. Trendy, your book. Yes, my book is Crushing, I do this every morning, Crushing Mediocrity, 10 Ways to Rise Above the Status Quo. Okay, guys, we are at the end of our time together, but thank you for getting up on a Sunday morning. Thank you for your commitment. Hit the reset button this morning. hit pause, hit reset, or excuse me, hit pause, hit reset. Make today the first day of the rest of your life. Make it the best day of your life. Super excited tomorrow. I'm bringing on a guest. In fact, it's I do it every time, my co-author, Renee Bangelsdorf. She has got the stand-up movement, and she is out there, and she's got 5 days of showing people how to stand up, find your voice, and live your truth. And we're going to talk about what it is to be fierce, to stand up, to live your truth, to find your voice, to be an influencer. It'll be tomorrow morning, 6:45 a.m. Central, 7:45 Eastern. I love all of you. Chantal, thank you. Trendy, Steve, Sean, Paul, all of you. Thank you every morning for being committed alongside of me. I will see you guys tomorrow morning when we are going to talk about how to be fierce and to stand up, to find your voice and to live your truth. All right. I love you. Share it, like it, leave me a comment, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.